Well, good morning. It's day 3 of my Oola challenge. And I have to tell you today, I'm exhausted. Yesterday was my first day back, working for 6 hours. I know that it probably doesn't sound like lots of time to a lot of you, but given after a thyroid storm, your body just doesn't quite bounce back like you would like it to. However, I've had my 1 cup of coffee for the day, and it was absolutely delicious. And I must confess, I would really like to drink some more, but I'm going to stay committed and go make myself some green tea with ginseng in just a moment. Just wanted to show you real quick. Let me see. Will this thing turn around? No, I was going to show you here. I'll just quickly turn the phone as best I can. Well, not quickly, but I don't want to make anybody sick. This is what I'm seeing. It's my view from my sofa. This is a really beautiful tree that kind of isn't part of my inspiration of you are not a tree, so move. And I was blessed this year to also plant some really pretty flowers. I don't know if you can see them down there. It looks better from the street. I would really like to have more, but I was trying to stay in budget. And the whole idea of bloom where you planted also speaks to me too. So I was just wondering, what does that mean to you? Bloom where you're planted, or you're not a tree, so move. I think both, to me, speak to action. And that is what this challenge is about for me. Today, my plan, I'll be home today. I work tomorrow and Friday, but I'll be home today. And my plan today is to work on our family's budget. And then my husband and I are supposed to get together this evening and or Saturday morning, whichever one can come first, to put our heads together on it, because that's just one of the areas in our life that has always been a source of contention. Remember, I said early on, we might as well talk about these difficult things, because I'm kind of learning that if you don't talk about it, that's when it becomes a problem. But I won't share too much. I respect. I'm not that much of a, open book. But if I feel like the Lord is laying it on my heart to share, I will share, because I really just want to help people. It's not about me. It really is about the Lord and what the Lord can do. And I know He is alive and active. So for any of you watching that are questioning, where is God? He's right there. And there's absolutely nothing anyone can tell me otherwise. These last 3 to 5 years have been such a challenge for our family. We've been through a lot, and each time and through each situation, the Lord has been there, and He's given me the grace and the mercy to be able to see it, and to just watch His blessings unfold before us. So I am grateful and I am thankful for where I am right now. Yes, I'm grateful and thankful for sitting on my sofa, but I'm also just grateful and thankful for where we are in life, and the challenge that we're currently going through. I wanted to share with you real quick about the first part of reading Isabella Wentz's book, The Root Cause. Just blew me away. And it let me know that for the last, her story is almost identical to mine, with the exception of the fact that she's a pharmacist. And so she came she comes from a pharmaceutical background, medical background. But for the last 18 years, my thyroid has not been treated well, either by myself or by my doctors. And so I had to go before the Lord yesterday and take some anger to the cross. And now I think I've let it go because, you just can't go backwards. You can learn from your mistakes. You can learn from history so that you hopefully don't repeat it again. But I can't linger there too long because it's time to move forward. I'm working on our budget today, and then I'm also very late in the game just because of my personal health crisis that I have had the last month. But I'm feeling better, and I love working with children. I love teaching them. I even love teenagers and young adults. I just think they're really beautiful and so much to learn from them. And so this summer, in between working for the families that I provide care for, I am opening our home for mini camps where I will teach cooking, gardening, some science experiments. We'll have some wet and wild days where we learn with water and get wet and have fun. I'd also like to do some jewelry making and just really explore some different things that some kids may not get a chance to do or have always wanted to do. Or I'm even going to offer a camp where we just search Pinterest and find something new and do it. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. For anyone watching this, if you might be interested in that, just reach out to me today. You know me, you know where to find me. And if you don't, located on Facebook under Ellen Osborne Reagan, if you're in this area. We live in the Northern Virginia area and the Woodbridge Lake Ridge area. And so I'm going to work on that schedule today so that I can give more information out to parents, because I know parents like me like to know as much as you can so that you can make plans. Anyway, so I'm looking for those people that are so last minute, they don't know what to do with their kids, or they're looking for something different for their kids. My rate's going to be reasonable, but keeping in mind I've, supplies and those kinds of things that go along with it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I also have an 8 a.m. call with someone I haven't talked to in forever. And I think she may have watched one of my videos and wanted to reach out to me. I've also heard from, 3 other people that are following the videos now, which is really exciting. It's exciting to me, but it's exciting because I just hope that it inspires and helps someone else more than anything else. And they're like, "Oh, Ellen, it's so good to see you, and I'm so glad that, you're taking this step." And those words of encouragement just mean so, so much to me. So, peace out for now. I'm going to go take care of my morning routine, and I'll join you back shortly. I hope everyone has a beautiful Oola day. Hey, it's me again. Dressed and ready, trying to not show too much cleavage here. It's kind of hard when I'm sitting down. I just thought that I would take a minute and walk you all through my Bible study this morning. It is really beautiful, and maybe you would jump on board and do the same devotional right now. It's a 7-day plan. I'm going to stop the camera and turn it around real quick. So hang tight. Okay, so here we are back at my Chromebook. I wish I had someone that could do this for me. But let me take you back real quick. Bible.com recently changed their formatting just a little bit, so I'm not extremely happy with it, but you know, it's changed, so I'll get used to it. Anyway, you go to Bible.com, you sign in, log in, whatever you need to do. Click on this little button called Plans. You can go to Discover, which will then give you a ton of just beautiful, beautiful Bible studies. Most of them are week-long, some are longer. I love the shorter ones because then I feel more accomplished, and I tend to get those done a little bit better. So now I'm going to switch over to my plans. And remember, yesterday I showed you I'm currently doing Hungry for God, Biblical Reflections on Food. Oh, by the way, parents, there is a Bible app for kids. It's right there. It's a cute little Jesus. So I'm doing Hungry for God, Biblical Reflections on Food. And today is day 2 of 7. You click right here, see where it says devotional. I apologize for my poor videographer skills. You can either start with the devotional or you can read the Bible verse. Today's verse is Exodus 16:11 through 18. And so what it does is it takes you to that chapter. I'm going to change my version, even though I love King James. It allows you to go and change to any version you want. And I tend to either like the New King James Version. I enjoy the Message. Let's see what the Message has to say today. And so it's Exodus 16:11 through 18. Okay, and here's what it says. God spoke to Moses, I've listened to the complaints of the Israelites. Now tell them, at dusk you will eat meat, and at dawn you will eat your fill of bread, and you'll realize that I am God, your God. That evening, quail flew in, covered the camp, and in the morning there was a layer of dew all over the camp. When the layer of dew had lifted, there on the wilderness ground was a fine, flaky something, fine as frost on the ground. The Israelites took one look and said to one another, Manhu, what is it? They had no idea what it was. Moses told them, it's the bread God has given you to eat, and these are God's instructions. Gather enough for each person, about 2 quarts per person. Gather enough for everyone in your tent. The people of Israel went to work and started gathering. And it goes on to talk about how they were to continue to prepare the manna, is what we know it to be. Okay, I'm back. I had a quick phone call come through from a sweet friend that I hadn't talked to in forever, and we got to catch up a little bit. But what I was just going to show you is look at what my Bible study is for today. Food is a gift. Food is a gift, and so that's just something to help me change my brain. So anyway, that's kind of how Bible.com works. I do still love my Bible that I can write in and whatnot. But this is just a great way for me to move from one function to the next. I can do my Bible study, and then I can do my calendar, which is this little thing right there. Check my calendar for the day. And I can start my music on Pandora, check my email. Yeah, and do some work if need be. Also working on curriculums right now for our children to homeschool. So just lots going on in our lives. Thank you for being here with me this morning. I'm going to flip it around again now and show you a couple of other things, and then I'll talk to you later this afternoon. Okay, so, gosh, thank y'all so much for being here with me and bearing with me. This is such a journey for me and such a learning experience. I'm like I keep saying, I'm still trying to figure it all out. It's a lot and a little overwhelming, but you know, I'm learning that I've learned this several years ago, and don't always use it, but I try to remember it when I can, that when I feel overwhelmed or frustrated, try to allow that to be my barometer or your barometer that says I'm not relying on the Lord enough, and hanging on to his promises and trusting that he's got this. So God's got this today, right? So I just wanted to show you a couple of my new favorite things. Gosh, that sounded kind of like Oprah, didn't it? Anywho, so I get this at Aldi. Yes, I'm an Aldi shopper. I found that it works really well for my grocery budget, and I'm able to pick up things organically as well as gluten-free products. I have to be careful though and still read labels. I think that's just being responsible. But so far so good on Aldi. I know they don't use, like in their milks and things, they don't use any antibiotics or growth hormones. When I open their egg carton, there's a beautiful little Bible verse. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So that makes me really happy. But like I told you the other day, I've been researching and learned that green tea with ginseng is really good for repairing the thyroid or any condition that you may have that is autoimmune related. And so at Aldi, I found this. Can you see it? It's green tea with lemon and ginseng. And honestly, it needs no sweetener. So sugar is one of the things that I'm working on cutting out of my diet right now, because it feeds yeast and bacteria. And that's something I'm trying to get out and eradicate from my body. The other thing that's really helpful, my son picked up for me. We've used this product before, and I'm not trying to endorse anyone or anything. But I was in the middle of a major anxiety attack one day last week during the thyroid storm. And my son said, Mom, is there anything I can get for you? My oldest son, Nate. And I said, can you get me some chamomile tea? Because I knew we were out. So he ran to the store and he picked this up. It's Tazo Calm Chamomile. They also make one with lavender, which is delicious. And I've also found that these, they have infusions of rose petals and other herbs. So again, it needs no sweetener whatsoever. If I do choose to use a sweetener, I try to go with a stevia or agave. But even that, I've cut back on that too. So that's it for today. I have my cup of ginseng here with me, or green tea with ginseng. And I'm getting ready to read The Root Cause and then get my schedule set up for these little mini summer camps that I'm doing this year. So again, I hope everyone has a wonderful Oola day. Remember, Oola means state of awesomeness. And I think God wants all of us to thrive in this life. And we need to get our eyes off the negativity and back onto the cross, because that's where life is. That's where it begins. All right. So I love y'all. Have a great day.